Hi everyone. Just waiting to see if the screen shows that I'm live. I'm going to turn on a light here. Sorry about that, folks. I needed to get a light plugged in. There we go. All right, how are you all doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. We had a beautiful day here in New Brunswick. The sky was just as blue could be. Lots of sunshine. Kind of a very cold wind though. We're still in New Brunswick. It's still winter. I mean, officially it's spring, yes, but it's still winter. Although the snow is disappearing. And we can see a little bit of greenery popping up in the flower beds, just like the winter crocus. So things are starting to come along a little bit better. Another month will be a big difference here. Be really thinking about gardening. All right, so I'm going to continue with the reading of The Financial Matrix and How to Escape It by Orrin Woodward. In the last stream, I started chapter 8 on long-term duplication. We talked a little bit about about home-based businesses, using the internet, word-of-mouth marketing, and franchising. Talked not too much about home-based businesses, but basically how you can use a home-based business to improve your offense in getting out of the financial matrix. We covered a little bit about the internet and how there's never been a better time really than now to start a home-based business. And especially right now in these times with here we are March 22nd, 2020, and we're dealing with a lot of places around the world using social distancing, and some places in the world are in lockdown mode and that sort of thing. So the internet is actually vital if you're having a business, and if you have a home business and it's an online business, then you're probably still doing okay. So we talked a little bit about internet business and how you can leverage that to really do okay. And then we talked a bit about word-of-mouth marketing and how word-of-mouth marketing is extremely effective. We also covered the franchising model and how franchises are introduction to really great business systems that people can leverage to build a great business. And it doesn't matter whether you're awake or sleeping, the business system itself will continue to run your business whether you're there or not. And then that brought us to the 3 C's for successful internet companies. And especially if you are an internet company or you do a good portion of your business online, these 3 C's are really important, and they are content, commerce, and community. And so in the last stream, I talked a bit about content and how important content is to a business, whether you're a bricks and mortar business or whether you're an online business. The content, in other words, what you have to offer people, is it valuable? What is your content? So if you're online and you have a website, the content that's on your website, does it provide the information or the services or the products that people are looking for? If you are bricks and mortar, are you reaching out to your community to convey to them that, you know, what you have to offer is valuable or would be valuable to them? So we did go into that a bit, and how that you can use all 3 elements, content and commerce, within your community to build a good business to help you escape the financial matrix. And I had gone in a little bit about Warren Buffett, how he talked about with your content, it's really important to invest in self-education because the world does change, especially the world of business. And if you're not keeping up with things and keeping up with your self-education on it, you will fall behind. You do have to know what the trends are in your business communities. So now I'm going to continue on reading, and we're going to cover commerce and community, the other two C's. So we talked about content in the last one. I'd encourage you to go and just listen to the last video I did, and then continue on with this one. All right, so commerce. The commerce piece of an internet business is how products are produced directly by the manufacturer and delivered directly to the customer without costly marketing and advertising. This generates an impressive level of savings because life, and again, folks, this company, Orrin Woodward's company is called Life Leadership. And so if you hear me mentioning or reading and he talks about life, he's talking about his company, Life Leadership, which I'm affiliated with. Okay, so he says, this generates an impressive level of savings because Life ships or downwards its award-winning financial and leadership materials directly to customers and members who are the word-of-mouth marketers. Low inventory and overhead costs, along with high-value proposition products, separate Life from the rest of the financial and leadership fields. Life, as a result, flows the money saved in the commerce steps to compensate its members who share the life-changing information with others. A lot of informational type companies do the same thing. Instead of, like, if you go online and you're buying books or informational material, finance books, that sort of thing, you can now purchase a lot of them digitally. So that saves like shipping and that sort of thing. And what this company does is any digital products, if you buy digital products, they pass the savings that, the shipping and warehousing costs, they pass it on to the members who are building a business using this model. So that's kind of what he's talking about there. Okay, so to continue, consider this common scenario. Families realize they are in debt and need to get out of the financial matrix, so they purchase the financial fitness program to learn how to play defense. And again, if you'd been following along with these, defense is defending your money, defending the income you're bringing in. So that's what he calls defense, the defense of your finances. And the offense is finding ways to increase your earnings, finding ways to increase the income coming into your household so that you can leverage it to get out of debt quicker. So that's what he's talking about when he talks about defense and offense. Just as for those of you who are listening in for the first time. So consider this common scenario. Families realize they are in debt and need to get out of the financial matrix, so they purchase a financial fitness program to learn how to play defense. However, once they start wiping out debt, they realize it may take 20 to 30 years to escape the financial matrix entirely. Some are okay with this and continue moving ahead, dreaming of a debt-free retirement. Others, in contrast, may choose to speed up the process by going on offense. They begin building a bridge, a business asset, from their current reality toward their future dreams by becoming a member of Life. At this point, they leverage the experiences and results of other successful bridge builders to build their own business asset. Now, if you're just joining for the first time, one of the, I think it was the video before last, he talked about the quadrants. If any of you are familiar with Robert Kiyosaki's quadrants, there's the E quadrant, which is your employee quadrant, your S quadrant, which is your self-employed entrepreneur quadrant. There's the B quadrant, which is your business systems quadrant, and then there's the I quadrant, which is your investor quadrant. So when he's talking about building bridges here, so he made a comparison and I explained it out the video before last, that a self-employed person, an entrepreneur, has more control over their income and their work life. And he compared them to like a business owner who owns a barge. And so he operates the barge and he takes people back and forth across the river. And so when he goes home at night, the barge gets parked. And so his business is dependent upon how many hours he can work. Whereas the B quadrant person has a system in place, and his system is likened to a bridge. And so he doesn't have to be ferrying those cars back and forth across a river. People can just drive their cars across the bridge. And so that's more like the B quadrant people. They've put a system in place that works whether they're there or not. So that's what he's talking about here when he talks about begin building a bridge. He's talking about this is a process where you start moving from the self-employed person whose business depends on them being there at the helm 24/7 or however long they can possibly do it, and moving from that into being a bridge builder that is working at getting the bridge built, their business system built, so that they don't have to be, the business working doesn't depend on them being at the helm of it all the time. So others, in contrast, may choose to speed up the process by going on offense. They begin building a bridge, a business asset, from their current reality toward their future dreams by becoming a member of life. At this point, they leverage the experience and results of other successful bridge builders to build their own business asset. In the process, they shorten the 20 to 30-year plan for freedom into a possible 2 to 5-year plan. Finished bridges allow families to enjoy quality time because they are no longer barge working their whole life. A bridge is different from a barge because even though it took time, effort, and skills to build, the bridge continues to produce results even when the bridge builder isn't there. Building bridges through which products and services flow to customers and bonuses flow to members is how the life community utilizes the power of long-term duplication. With few exceptions, practically everyone needs what life offers: improved financial management, which is your defense, which reduces expenses; wealth thinking, which is investments in self and business assets; and understanding of the playing field. And the playing field is a financial matrix. And if you go back to the first video I did, the very first chapter explained what exactly the financial matrix is. By learning how to play defense and then also going on offense, people can live the life they've always wanted by losing the debt they've never needed. All right, so that's commerce. That's how you can use commerce. Setting up your business system to provide the services or the products that people want. That's the commerce end of this. All right, so the next section is community, how to leverage your community. So the community section, however, is by far the most important because in life leadership, people are in business for themselves, but not by themselves. Each person or couple has a support team to teach them how to apply the defense, offense, and playing field of finances to achieve their dreams. Now, just as an aside, I mean, I know that I belong to the Life Leadership Company. I'm an independent marketer with them. But there are other informational businesses that you can do this with. Life isn't the only one. I found they're the best one. Like personally, I like them the best, and that's why I joined them. And I found they're the best just because I know I've had a lot of experience with network marketing companies or direct selling companies, whatever you want to call them. And I've had a lot of experience looking at how they set their businesses up, how they run their businesses, how they compensate their marketers. And so I've seen over the years that this company actually has more successful people in it than any other marketing or network marketing company I've known about or had experience with. So that's one of the reasons why I joined it. But like he talks about the Life Leadership Company, and I'm using it as a great example because it's worked for me. And so we tend to speak out of our own personal experience. Like I could, I suppose, put other links to other informational networking companies out there that you could utilize, but I haven't had experience with them. And so I couldn't personally say, yes, this one is a really good one. All I can say is from my experience here. And so when he talks about the Life Leadership Company, it's his company, of course. And so his book is written because he has designed a business system around what he knows works, what he knows people are looking for. So his company is providing goods and services that people are actually looking for, and he's built a business system around it. So when he talks about the Life Leadership Company, just keep all those elements in mind. So, where was it? Let me just start over here. The community section, however, is by far the most important because in life leadership, people are in business for themselves, but not by themselves. Each person or couple has a support team to teach them how to apply the defense, the offense, and the playing field of finances to achieve their dreams. Dell said back in 1999 that he had not at that time entirely discovered how to create a loyal community. But life has through compensating its members for recommending its products. And I had touched on that earlier on about how we already recommend other companies and products to people all the time. Like every day we do that. We can look in our flyer and have a conversation on the phone with a friend and say, oh, so and so, this company, Sobeys or Walmart has a sale on what you're looking for. And so we send our friends and family off to all kinds of different companies because we've seen that they have products on sale, or we've seen that one place or another has what our friend or our family member is looking for. We do it all the time without even thinking about it, but those companies don't compensate us for recommending them to our friends and family. Like, we'd probably all be rich if we got compensated every time that we, sent our friends and family off to a business for, go here, go there, because what you're looking for is at that place, right? So, but that's the wonderful thing that and that's why I really like the idea of network marketing. It's because you do get compensated for recommending different, products or recommending the company or whatever. Amazon does that as well. They have an affiliate program. There's actually a lot of online companies now that do affiliate programs where you can sign up as an affiliate, and if anybody clicks on the link that you have on your website or whatever, and a friend or somebody clicks on that link and goes there, buy something at that company, then you'll get paid for that. So Walmart has it now, Amazon has it. There's an awful lot of companies now and bricks and mortar companies that have affiliate programs. And so this is the days of network marketing when people thought that it was not a very reputable way of marketing on the internet. It is now the wave of the future. All big companies now use affiliate marketing, and that's basically what this Life Leadership Program is. It's a type of either they call it affiliate marketing or network marketing. So, and if you have an online business, if you're a big enough company, you probably will see that they have affiliate or network marketing options for their customers to join. So that's just to let you know that. All right, so Dell said back in 1999 that he had not at that time entirely discovered how to create loyal community, but Life has through compensating its members for recommending its products. Life has, or Dell now does that as well, but they only pay a pittance. It's like maybe 3 or 4% of whatever the purchase price of the affiliated product is. So, and most of those affiliate, uh, if you sign up for affiliate programs, if you get paid 10% of the purchase, like someone buys something through your links, through your affiliate link, you're doing good if the company pays you 10% for that recommendation or for sending that customer their way. All right, so Life has created a compensated community that pays members a bonus based upon sales volume moved per month. The more sales volume produced, the more income generated, and that's the same as any affiliate marketing program. And I'd actually done affiliate marketing for quite a few years. I had a gardening website, and I had an awful lot of affiliate links on my gardening website for different products and stuff. And it works really great. I mean, you can make if you turn it into your kind of your full-time job and you work really hard at it and you do well with it, you can make some. You could make a full-time living. A lot of people do from affiliate marketing. But affiliate marketing, again, you have to sell. Oh, you have to sell so much to make any amount of money because the percentages they pay are quite low. So you have to sell a lot of items. You have to get a lot of clicks to make any amount of money. And if you want to make a living online, it's tough if you're doing affiliate marketing, unless of course you can get in with a company that does pay very reasonable rates for products that you sell for them. It's kind of like network marketing is the same thing as the old salesperson's job. Real estate salespeople, they get paid a fairly decent commission. So network marketing and companies like Life Leadership are just kind of, they're doing the same kind of thing, only it's online. So if a person recommends a financial fitness program or other products to just a few customers or members, he or she will receive a smaller bonus. But if that person recommends products to many customers, he or she can be rewarded for the results produced. Life and the members work together, and no commission is paid until the products are moved to customers. This is why word-of-mouth compensated communities are so efficient and effective in marketing products and services. It's important to note that regardless of when or where a person starts in the community, he or she can achieve a higher compensation than the person who introduced him or her to the Life Leadership Program. Since compensation is based on sales volume through the communities each person builds, anyone can make the most money based on his or her leadership and results. Unlike a typical job where the boss always makes more than those who report to him or her, the performer gets paid the most regardless of where he or she starts in the organization. So it is like that does sound like a lot of sales jobs, but from my experience, it's not the same thing. That you're compensated the same way as a sales job, but the way their community is set up, it's not like sales at all. So, and I'm not a salesperson at all. I hate sales. Although I must say, when it came to customer service, I loved dealing with people and I loved helping people. I just am not the type of person to try to push something on someone just for the sake of getting a sale. For myself personally, I have to really love something and really be excited about it or have learned a lot from it or find something really useful and beneficial before I'll tell anybody about it. But it's like anything else. If you really like something, you usually end up telling your friends and families about it, right? So, and that's kind of what this company is like. And it's like anything else. If you don't find value in something, you're not gonna talk to anybody about it. You're just gonna forget about it. But if you find value in a product or a service, Let's say you buy a book and you love the book, you're going to tell all your friends and family, oh, I just read this great book, blah, 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 right? So that's kind of what this company is, what he's talking about here. The products, there are people that are so deeply in debt, they don't know what they are going to do. They worry about money constantly. And when I found this program, I was in the same boat. I was like owed so much money, and I had no idea how I was ever going to get a handle on it or pay it all back. And that was at the point after I'd become unemployed for so long without any income. And so when I found this program and did finally get a job, it was just like a lifeline was thrown to me. And so that when you have such a powerful experience with something that helps you so much, you tell people about it because it really meant a lot to you. It had great value to you. And that's why I think I gravitated so much to this program, because the people are just kind and awesome and helpful. And the products are just, they're the best out there, really, in my opinion. Actually, one of the things I liked about this, not saying anything bad about Dave Ramsey or any of that. He has good, really good information too. But I found this better than Dave Ramsey's because it just offered more value. There was just more meat to it. Anyway, let me just continue on here. Sorry. So it's important to know. Oh, wait, I read that. Sorry. Imagine as the community grows, a person begins making part-time what he or she makes at his or her full-time job. Once this happens, the person can quickly wipe out debt by living on his or her job income and paying down debt from his or her newly created bridge-building business asset. Of course, when someone starts eliminating debt and building an asset, that person becomes very loyal to his or her own products, since he or she sees the results of the new knowledge being applied to his or her personal and professional life. And that's true too. And a lot of the people that I've met in like this company provides a lot of professional educational products. A lot of corporations will buy their products because they have business building products, and a lot of companies will buy it and use it in training and teaching and business principles and that sort of thing. There's been a number of people that I've met that have actually used these products, or their professional educational products, and they've got better jobs that paid better money. And these were people that weren't necessarily building the business itself as an asset, but were just using the products. And there was 1, 2, 3 people in the last year that just from getting their hands on the right kind of business, professional business books, they got promotions in their jobs. So I mean, that's valuable to people. You know, when you go from making, you know, $30,000 a year and you're jumped up to 50,000, like that's good return on investment right there. So and promotions, you know, from like a middle management to an upper management, just because you've consistently been self-education, like Robert Kiyosaki says, self-education. And that's one thing I liked about this company as well, because they had those key educational products for people, just so that they could train themselves. Okay, so let me just continue again here. Finally, life's turnkey business system includes a team approach to building the first team, the apprenticeship team, together. The best way for a person to learn how to build a community, their bridge, is to have one of the leaders model and message the proper principles and practices. Team approach is a systematic method for modeling and messaging, so the amateur apprentice can quickly become a power player by learning from someone who has already done it. Building an apprenticeship community isn't just about those you know who might be interested in better financial defense and offense. Rather, it's about those. A team of people you know. It's about those a team of people know. I'm not reading that right. Anyway, This means that working together with a team, you can create much greater results than you would be able to accomplish alone. John D. Rockefeller taught a similar concept when he said, "I would rather earn 1% off 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts." Yeah, don't we all know that? All right, so the next section here is Claude and Lana Hamilton's story. I've met Claude and Lana, and they are just wonderful, wonderful people. So Claude and Lana Hamilton met and married while serving in the Canadian Armed Forces. It wasn't long before the Hamiltons realized that the forced separations and low pay were not a good foundation for building a family. Moreover, they struggled to meet their bills and accumulated tens of thousands of dollars of debt in the financial matrix. Fortunately, the Hamiltons refused to stay there. Through applying the principles taught in the financial fitness program, they disciplined themselves to live below their means and invest the difference in their own business asset. Because they drove used cars and lived in a rented house, many of their friends thought they were crazy. The climb out of debt took several years, but the key was the Hamiltons knew it was their only shot. Instead of focusing on their excuses, they focused on their reasons why. They used the financial and time challenges as fuel to drive them forward in building a business asset. Today, the Hamiltons are living their dreams, having built large compensated communities across the United States and Canada, as well as having built one of the largest houses in Halifax. They actually live just outside of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Claude sits on the Policy Council board as one of the founders of Life, and the Hamiltons are leading many others towards freedom from the financial matrix. In summary, in closing, just as the northern states created an underground railroad to help physical matrix slaves escape north to Canada and freedom, Life has become an underground railroad to help financial matrix subjects escape to financial freedom. We created the financial fitness program to teach the defense, offense, and playing field of finances. Further, we created a turnkey business asset for people who choose to share the financial fitness program strategies with others. When they build a compensated community and leverage the proven life training marketing system, they are building a B quadrant business by developing people and leveraging systems. Now it's up to you. Just like Neo in the movie The Matrix, you have to choose between the red pill and the blue pill set before you. Are you ready to unplug from the financial matrix? In the movie, Neo asks Morpheus why more people aren't searching for the answers about the nature of the matrix. The answer Morpheus gives Neo, with my additions in brackets, applies similarly to the financial matrix today. The financial matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around. What do you see? Business people, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the debt system that they will fight to protect it. As we wrap up our time together, I want to express how proud I am of you for finishing this book. So few people ever read a book cover to cover. Now the ball is in your court. I have presented the truth about what the financial matrix, how it captures people through debt, and how a person can escape the financial matrix system of control. Will you join the Underground Railroad and free yourself from the financial matrix, or will you fight to protect the web of debt that has enslaved you? Perhaps, like my conversation with Lori years ago, today is one of the turning points in your life. All true change begins with a new decision that leads to new actions. I pray you decide wisely. All right, so that's basically the end of the Financial Matrix book. There is another chapter here on he has frequently asked questions, which I don't think I'll go into. I'm going to go through the ending here because he's got some appendices that I want to go into. And I'm going to kind of do a little PowerPoint presentation on no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I'm just going to finish reading. There's a chapter here or appendix on what is fractional reserve banking. I'm going to read that because that is really important to understanding how this system works that we're in. And then Appendix 2, what are the 3 historical matrices of control? I'm going to read that as well. And then Appendix 3, what is money? So I'm going to read those 3 appendices because they're really, really interesting and informative. All right, so the next 3 streams are going to be the appendices. So that's it for now. I hope you found value in that. If you have any questions about it, my contact information is on my website. It's www.healthyandwell.ca, and you can just go to the contact page and fill out the contact form there, and I get it in my email. And also on the bottom of the stream page here on DLive, you'll see links to links to the app with this Life Leadership Company. They have a really cool app. If you're looking to get out of debt, I really love the app they have there with the debt reduction calculator. And there's a spending tracker so that you can track your spending. And I actually like the spending tracker because when I worked in the bank, like when anyone would call in and their information would come up, I could just scan through their accounts and I could tell immediately where they spent most of their money from. You know, you learn to read those statements. That's how, by the way, that's how Al Capone got caught. He didn't get caught because he was a thug. He got caught because of money laundering, I think it was, but it was because of an accountant. When you learn to read financial statements and you learn to read people's spending habits, you can pick out really easily. However, we kind of have blinders on when it comes to our own spending. That debit card that you use, it's so easy to use it and not track where your money's going, how much money you have left over. Like most people don't do that. And so to have a spending tracker is really helpful. And it gives you little notifications of your balance and stuff like that. So it's a really cool little tool. But the Life app is has a whole lot of like coupons. It clicks you into Groupon. And like I think there's hundreds of stores and restaurants and that that you can get if you're a member of the Life. If you have the Life app, you get discounts on all of your purchases, and so you can end up saving a lot of money. All right, so that's it for tonight. I'm going to stream twice tomorrow on these appendices. Like I said, I want to try and get through this book as quickly as possible so I can start getting into the practical application to help you get out of debt. All right, peace out for now. Have a lovely evening.